video for one of my lovely clients, so she can't get to see me because we're not allowed to do makeup at the minute. Government, let us come back to work, please, when it's safe to do so. I'm so fed up. I've lost so many clients and weddings this summer. I'm so bored of being in the house now. But basically, this client has got an event that she needs to do and she can't come and see me for her makeup. So she's wearing mint green. She suffers from rosacea and dry skin. So she uses the Clinique anti-redness foundation. So it was basically just offering tips and tricks to create a look for an event for her. She's wearing mint green, so that's why I've gone with the colour combo that I've done. I think rose gold or a grey would work really well. And her main concern was how to get rid of the dark bags, circles, and colour underneath her eyes and the puffiness. So that was a lot of the advice there. So I thought I'd pop this up because it might work for other people. Okay, so we've primed our skin, so we're ready to go with foundation and start our base. So you're using the Clinique Redness, which is a really good foundation for you. I would continue with that probably. I think the skincare is probably what's needed to make that look nice again. However, I would say for the future, there's a couple of foundations that you could trial. See what you think. So one would be the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I use this on all of my brides. It is lovely. Now, I'm not usually a matte person. I like a dewy finish. But this is just perfect for event makeup, and it's a lovely full cover. Goes on very nicely. So I've converted from Estee Lauder's Double Wear to this one. So that one, or the Bobbi Brown Serum Foundation, is probably your next step. I would probably look at popping that on you next time you come to see me, to give it a go. Full cover, extra boosting hydration for people that have got skin problems and dry skin, so, and looking towards more mature skin. So we'll try that one next time. Yeah, today I'm going to use a Clinique one myself. I'm going to use Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup. So it's a little bit thin, I've found, but perfect for me for the summer, so we'll go with there. You now at this step will use your foundation and go ahead and apply it. So foundation, you can apply it with a brush or with a blender. Doesn't really matter really. I would use a blender. Just make sure everything's nice and clean. Brush or blender, doesn't really matter. So take a good amount on your beauty blender and just apply. More on the areas that have more redness to cover. Go with a base amount first, so one load, and then if you need more, you can add more. And then just blend in, okay? So just keep to blend, we don't really want to wipe it in, so pushing it into the skin is the best way. Push, 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 push with that sponge. Okay, you can already see a difference there. Push, 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 push. You can take a small amount under the eye and just to cover, but just only what's left on the brush. Just only what's left on the sponge. Okay. Don't worry about this bit, everybody does this bit differently, so if you've seen people putting their concealer on first or concealer on second, it doesn't matter, it all works out. So whatever way you want to do it is fine, as long as you blend it at the end. But you can already see a difference between the redness there and the cover that's given. So rather than wiping, push it into the skin. Okay, so you do that now as well. Okay, now we're going to get on to the important stuff. So that's our main base area done. Okay, this is the game changer here. So step one for getting rid of those under eye bags was the eye cream, the hydrating eye cream from Bobbi Brown, and patting it in, okay, and prepping it. Next, we're going to neutralise the dark colour and help change the shape. Best product I've ever found, Bobbi Brown, extra light. I think these are the only people that do this as well, really. concealers just tend to go on top and cover dark circles, but they don't tend to help with a lot of the tones that come through. So under the eyes you're going to get red tones, so sort of broken veins, which is kind of what I have there. You're going to get bluey tones from people that have dark circles under their eyes, and some people get very sallow yellow tones under the eyes. So, and then of course puffiness, and it all works together. The other eye cream I would recommend is Clinique's All About Eyes. That's lovely as well. Okay, so this is a corrector from Bobbi Brown, which is going to take out, neutralise any colour under the eyes and gives a fresh palette to work with. This is the wonder product, so if you're going to buy anything, this is it. Okay, so normally we need to get you colour matched, but I'm going to recommend for you to start with Extra Light Peach Corrector. Okay, so comes in a little pot like that. Can use a brush, but I would just say ring finger again, and you're going to want to take a good amount under the eye, all the way up into the corner, up to the lash line and out, and into the corner of the eye here, and start patting that ring finger just very gently. Take it down to about here, up and around into that eye area. Let's have a look and show you the difference there. Okay, so it's neutralised that colour and brightened that side of my face. And same on the other eye. There we go. Promise you, this is one of the best products that you can get for what we're talking about. So that's Corrector from Bobbi Brown, and it's Extra Light Peach. So if you're looking for it online, it will be under probably the face products. Okay, so you just pat it on, Extra Light Peach. Right, next we move in with concealer. Okay, so I'm going to recommend Bobbi Brown again, Instant Full Cover Concealer. Okay, so it comes in a wand. And for you, I'm going to recommend Warm Ivory. Okay, so it's quite a thick formula, so take it right up into the corner and then move it under the eye, just swish it under. Again, ring finger. As long as fingers are clean, they're one of the best tools that you can use. Or you can use a brush or a blender, but I find that using the finger really helps to get it to where we want. So again, you're just patting in. This time you can take it a little bit onto the eyelid and up. Okay. So a trick I could have showed you at the beginning that I forgot about. Okay, so days where I have extra redness, like today, my foundation hasn't quite covered it. And now I've done my concealer, my eyes are looking good, but the rest of my face is looking a little bit discoloured still. So best thing to do, and you can use, okay, this is an Estee Lauder one, so this is a cream concealer. Or you can use the one we've just used. So if you have areas of redness, go back to your corrector that we used under the eye first. Let's take, so the areas around my nose where my broken veins are, again just pat it in. And I'm going to show you this side of the face first. So let's go back to the beginning before we did our foundation and do this. But we can always pop it on top if we notice a problem. So I popped the corrector on. I'm just going to push it in again. Then I'm going to go in with my concealer. And I'm also going to pop it on the areas that I need. So again, before or after is fine. So then we just blend in, pushing in again. There we go. Okay, next. Now remember, this is highly exaggerated because we want it, so this routine can be totally trimmed down for you if you just have a normal day. So just a little bit of foundation, a little bit of mascara, that sort of thing. But for an actual event type thing, this is what we want to do. So for eye makeup looks, I use a primer on top of my eyes, and that basically stops the makeup from dropping. If you're using powder eyeshadow onto the bottom lashes, it stops your mascara and your eyeliner from dropping onto the bottom bit, and it also holds it for the rest of the day. So I use Stay Don't Stray from Benefit. So this is an eyeshadow primer. So I pop it just on the lid. And underneath the eye. Take it all the way up into the brow bone and just pat it in with finger or sponge. It's essentially setting the eye makeup that we've, the concealer that we've just done there as well. Okay, now we're gonna set our makeup with some powder. You can use translucent powder or pressed powder, which is what I'm gonna be using. So I'm gonna use Bobbi Brown, and for you, I would say probably Nude Finish Illuminating Powder in Bare or the one above that. So we're gonna take a big fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques blush brush, but a nice fluffy brush. Okay, swirl it around, take it all over everywhere, especially over the areas that need a little bit more cover. Take it over and under the eye. That's going to help set our concealer. Another top tip for getting rid of under eye circles and bags is drink lots more water if you can. Okay, so that is our base done. So now I'm going to move on to cheeks. So probably don't need a lot of bronzer or anything like that. So I'm going to use NARS. I'm going to use a NARS bronzer, which is called Laguna, but Benefit by Hoola is really good as well. And I'm going to do a little bit of contouring, so, but not like a Kim Kardashian way. So I'm just going to take the bronzer on a sort of kabuki brush, just basically drawing a little line under your cheekbone, a little in the eye socket, and just down the outside of the nose. That's it. Okay, and then you just buff that in. What that does is it's giving us some shape. shape to the cheekbones. Next, I find with drier skins and for longevity, you need to double layer your blush. So I always use a cream blush, so I either use Bobbi Brown, and I would say for you, the colour Fresh Melon, one of my faves. Or recently, I've just purchased from Stila, and this is their, what's it even called? Complete Harmony Lip and Cheek Stick. I think it's one of those multi-use purpose products. You can use it as a lipstick, sort of for light makeup days, or on your cheeks. So it comes as a little stick, and so just glide it up. It looks very bright. This is sheer petunia, but this is the one that I would recommend for you. It looks very bright, very scary. Don't be too scared. And you're just going to take a brush or your fingers and just buff it in. So circles. I mean, that's quite a lot for me. Actually, I'm just thinking. So, I'm having second thoughts here. I've gone a little bit more me here. But the nice thing is, because it's a cream, you can work it off. Okay. I think it would work for you, but just need to use a little bit less. But I think I would recommend the Bobbi Fresh Melon Pot Rouge, which you basically do the same thing. So it's a cream blush, so just a little dot and just pat it in like that. Just from the apples of the cheeks up. Okay, so then we need to find the right blusher for you. So I'm going to show you a blush palette. Oh no, that's not a blush palette. Okay, so you need to go for a peach tone to sort of counter out any redness. So you need to go for a peachy tone. That colour is Pink Coral from Bobbi. Or you could use the Orgasm blush from NARS. That little set there is on Space NK. It's a little duo set, so it comes with the bronzer and the blush, and it's about £15 to £19, very handy. So that is the bronze and blush duo, and that is the Orgasm blush and the Laguna bronzer. Definitely recommend that. So if we use that one for you today, so you can see it. So I'm going to take a blusher brush. So with or without the cream blush, I would definitely go for a peachier tone for you, rather than pinky tone at the minute. So you're just kissing the cheek with the blush, not too much at all. It's all about creating shape. And then I just give everything a little buff in again to tone it down a little bit. Okay. So I'd say from the picture that you sent me that you're just missing just a little pop of colour on the cheeks, which is going to really brighten up the eye area and this whole segment. So, and it's going to really keep the shape of the face. So I'll just add those bits there. Right, so next we move on to brows. Your brows look really good. So if you want, you've got good shaped brows. Obviously, I'm sure Kate does them. So I use Gimme Brow from Benefit, which is great at setting your brows and giving shape. This is my everyday go-to product. So it's like a little mascara wand, and you just work it backwards and forwards, front to back, through the brow hair. So easy to use. Just, as you can see, it's just thick into the area, so it just sort of gets rid of any sparser areas. And it keeps the shape of the brow. That being said, I've looked at some other products for you, and I would recommend the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit, and I would say for you, you need to be either shade 1 or 2. Okay, and so with that one, just a pencil and you just work it. I'm just going to do it in a colour that works for me, but that's the shade for you, number 1 or 2. So brows just line straight across, straight under, just draw small light hair-like strokes through the hair. Add to tail. So these are like wax crayons, and they work so well because they cling to the little hairs that are already there. And top tip would be just to get a mascara wand brush, brow brush, and just go through it to disperse the product a little bit, make it a little bit more natural. Okay. Right, next, highlighter, very important. So I have to say I'm going to go with the Bobby one. So this is highlighting powder by Bobby. But you could also use a liquid one, so we've got one from L'Oreal. And there's Benefit ones as well. This colour would work well for you. This is Rosy Glow, and that's the highlighting powder. So just get a big, large, flat brush. Look at that lovely glow. Small amount on the brush. And then again, you're just going to push it like we did the foundation, just into that upper cheek area, under the eye, on top of the cheekbone. So from about here upwards, you want the most of it to be about here. Nice and subtle. I take a little bit under my brow bone, and a little bit down the nose. Gorgeous. Okay, so big one, eyes. Okay, so there are 2 ways that you can go. You can go matchy-matchy, and you could find a mint coloured eyeshadow, or I think for you what's going to work really well would be a liquid eyeshadow, which is what I'm going to show you today. And I know that Stila do one. So they're called Glitter and Glow and Shimmer and Glow. So in the Shimmer and Glow range, they look like this. You can get them in the Marks and Spencer in Hedge End in the beauty department, or online. Quite often if you look in the sale section of the online, they've got quite a few in the sale. They're liquid eyeshadows. They last the day, they're so easy to go on, and they look stunning. You could go for a mint green. You could go also for a grey. So if I show you some things here, thinking about it and looking at your colouring, eyeshadow products that would work well for you. The Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. So these are all your colours here. So lots and lots of rose golds, which work really, really well with that mint green, and also with the peachier tones we were looking at. So something along those lines there on your lid. But you can also use a grey. So we've got a Bobbi Brown one here. This is the Haute Nudes edition compact. So something like this here. Little grey, silvery grey would work well for you, which is similar to what I think you've been doing. Okay, so if I'm going to show you today the liquid eyeshadow from Stila, 2 ways we can play it. So I think the rose gold would work really well with mint green. So for you, I would go with the Glitter and Glow in Dolish, or this one, Sunset Fire. Okay, so I'll show you a light one. So if you want to go really light and natural, you can go for this one called Follow the Sun. Now these were in a sale set of a trio. This was a trio in the sale page of Steelers online. It's called All Fired Up. You get 3 and they're super cheap because they're from a collection a few, like last year. So this one here is, if you want to go light, which is called Follow the Sun. Okay, it's super easy to use. Just slick it on. That would look lovely. Okay. So Follow the Sun, or we could go for this one, Sunset Fire, and they are in the same set. But any rose gold one would work well. I think this would look lovely. So I'm not quite sure which one you like the look of, but they're liquid, they don't crease, they don't drop, and they last the day. Bobbi Brown also have cream shadow sticks, which are also really, really good. They would work really well for you as well. Okay, so in those colour tones again. Alright, so then basically to add to that, so I'm just going to finish by topping this one up with the same colour. So to brighten the eye, we always use a flat ivory colour with or a little bit of highlight just under the eyebrow bone to open up the eye. Okay. Next you want to take a brush, an eyeshadow brush just like that, and I think for the colours that we're using you need to go for a light colour. So this one here is like a light brown, light grey, called Nuna. Okay, and so you just want to take a small amount just into that crease area, and then we just buff it in. Working the brush backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And you want to come up to about here and then stop. Okay, so you can see how that really opens the eye. So next, eyeliner. So like I said for you, I think brown with this look. So I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Perfectly Defined Gel Eyeliner in Scotch, which is brown. But again, a Rimmel, anything like that, in a nice warm coffee coloured brown. And I'm just going to take a small amount just into the lash line. You can put it in the waterline, but be aware that it will and can close your eye up, okay? Okay, so what I've done is just taken it just onto that lash line there. And if you want to soften it a little bit, just use a brush to blend it out. One trick you can do if you're not great with top eyeliner, but I think sometimes you need it to open the eyes, is use an eyeshadow powder. So if we go for that Naked palette again, and if we go for a slightly darker brown, just on an eyeshadow brush, and if you just, so I'm using their Factory in Naked 3, and if you just take the eyeshadow as a liner and push it into the lash line, That is one very natural way of doing a top bit of eyeliner, but keeping it natural. Okay. I personally am loving this at the moment, the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So quite often you'll see me use a black, but there are greys, there are colours, but I love the dark brown at the minute. So it's a liquid pen. So if you are able to use these, you just take it right up to the lash line and draw across. Okay. Right up as close to the lash line as you want, as you can get. And just to open the eyes, you can do a little flick. So you just want to, just one stroke upwards. Just a small one. Just a small one, really. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to add some mascara. So I love this one, Eye Opening Mascara from Bobbi Brown. It's my go-to, but I also love Stila's XXX Magnum Mascara at the minute. If it's a wedding or an event, I tend to use my mascara and then set it with one lick of waterproof on the top. However, these are so good that they don't budge anyway. So, and if you set it with a makeup spray, but if you are looking for waterproof, I recommend No Smudge by Bobbi Brown. So I'm going to use the Eye Opening Mascara today. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm going to use the Eye Opening Mascara today. And you just want to, you could curl your lashes first. But you basically just want to wiggle the brush through the lashes as you go to avoid clumping, from centre out. Okay, move over to the other eye. Just have to have lots and lots of patience with this sort of look. I'm gonna have to use a mirror, I'm afraid. And again, to open your eyes, a lash lift with Kate, or once she's able to again. Or some extensions would work really well. Okay, so to pop mascara on the bottom lash line or not, I think it depends on your preference really. Most people like it. I like it. I just go very gentle. So when I've finished using the wand on the top lashes, I don't put any more on the brush. I pop it on then, so just whatever's left on the brush. Okay, so next thing we need to do is set the makeup. Okay, so I've got two options here. So Splurge All Nighter by Urban Decay, which I love, but I also love this one, which is L'Oreal Infallible Magic Setting Spray. So I'm going to use that one today. So always give it a good shake. And just spritz it everywhere, especially across the eyes. Let it settle. L'Oreal Infallible Magic Setting Spray. Okay, while we're letting that settle, we need to go to our lips. So for you, I think I think a peachy tone is going to work best with this look that you've asked me to do. Definitely a couple of options. If you want long wear lipstick, recommend Stila Stay All Day lipstick. It is quite drying, not as bad as the old Max Factor type days, but it will last the day. However, I think for you we're going to go for something peachy rather than pinky to avoid the rosacea. So I'm going to use Smashbox, and this one is called Sunset Junction, but the new Bobbi Brown crushed colours are beautiful. Crushed lip. Okay, so a peachy tone that really complements the cheeks, as you can see. Okay, and the eye colour. And then on top, I would add a high shimmer lip gloss from Bobbi, or a slick of their new summer edition in Sunset, crushed oil infused lip gloss. So I'm going to use Bare Sparkle or Bellini, two of my favourites from Bobbi, high shimmer lip gloss. Don't let anybody say that you're too old for sparkle. No. And if you want to add a lip liner as well, you can. There we go. So essentially, that is our makeup done for today. Okay, so nice. It's the skincare that is going to take this through. Okay, so the main thing that we were looking at was how to get rid of those dark circles and puffiness and how to open up the eyes. So when I finish my makeup, I look at it from here. Do I need to tone anything down? So I just always buff everything in with a brush. Okay, I think it looks okay. A little trick that I found is to use a tiny bit of liquid highlighter just on the cheek where you get crow's feet. If you're middle-aged like me, just pat that in. So that is the L'Oreal, what is that? L'Oreal Glow Mon Amour. Any liquid highlighter would do, but don't go for sort of one of the whitey shades. Okay, and that's just giving the skin a lovely glow. And if you're dry like me, pop a little bit down the nose. If you're dry like me, that is literally going to help save the day with keeping this bit of the skin from cracking and looking dry. So the one thing that I would add now, I would just top up with one tiny bit of concealer. Brush, finger or beauty blender. I'm going to use a brush. Don't worry about your mascara, it'll be fine. Just make sure that it's blended really well, and this is just going to add that extra layer of brightness. Take your pressed powder, small amount, just to set, and then a final spritz of setting spray. I'm done, and you are ready to go to the ball. So I'll take you over to the light so you can see me a little bit better. I just need to get, I'm so sorry about the light. I will get my my lights back up here. Sit down maybe. Ooh. Oh, the lengths a girl has to go to get the good light. I will, apologies about that.
I don't know that one.
Alright, Alexa. I will get some lights in my makeup room. They are down in the shed and I haven't managed to get them out for a few months, so I apologise about the lighting quality. But there we go, hopefully you can see the look a little bit better now. That rose gold on the eye is really lovely. So like I said, if you're wearing that mint green colour that you said you were, and so you're wearing that mint green colour, so I think a rose gold on the eye, or that light colour, so a sort of shimmery ivory colour, would work really well, or the rose gold, or a very light grey colour would work really well as well. So either a grey or a brown like we've done. So a grey or brown on the eyeliner, keep it nice and soft, just take it back a little bit, and rather than pink on the lips or cheeks, go for a peachy tone. And just push the foundation in with the brush. So the main thing with the eyes, to get rid of that problem, to brighten, to get rid of dark circles and puffiness, you can use the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream or the new Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. Pat it in with your ring finger, pea-sized amount, keep patting, and then you're going to follow on with the Bobbi Brown Corrector. So I used Extra Light Peach, and I think you should use that too. So I think for you that would work really well, Extra Light Peach. So that's the corrector from Bobbi Brown, and then follow with the concealer, which is the Instant Full Concealer from Bobbi Brown in Warm Ivory. So I hope you like that. I hope you like the look. A little bit more glam than I was this morning. And I promise you this will last the day. So keep watching my YouTube channel. I'll keep sort of thinking of videos that I can put up, and just keep practicing really, and hopefully I'll get to see you soon for a proper lesson, or get to do your makeup for another event soon. Thanks so much for asking me to do this. I've had lots of fun this morning. Hope you're well, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye! Okay guys, so I've been asked to do this video by one of my lovely clients, so she can't get to see me because we're not allowed to do makeup at the minute. Government, let us come back to work, please, when it's safe to do so. I'm so fed up, I've lost so many clients and weddings this summer. I'm so bored of being in the house now. But basically this client has got an event that she needs to do, and she can't come and see me for her makeup. So she's wearing mint green. She suffers from rosacea and dry skin. So she uses the Clinique anti-redness foundation. So it was basically just offering tips and tricks to create a look for an event for her. She's wearing mint green, so that's why I've gone with the colour combo that I've done. I think rose gold or a grey would work really well. And her main concern was how to get rid of the dark bags, circles, and colour underneath her eyes and the puffiness. So that was a lot of the advice there. So I thought I'd pop this up because it might work for other people. So basically this video has been about creating an event makeup and trying to change up your skincare and makeup for people that have been a bit stuck in what they've been using. So basically this is going to be aimed at people in their 30s, late 30s, up to 60s maybe. And maybe even beyond, but yeah, 30 to 60s I would say this would work for. Don't be afraid to try new things, but if you are dry, then cream hydrating products like a cream blush do work really well. And don't be afraid to try things. There's no rule that says you can't wear sparkle. There's no rule that says you can't wear highlighter or lip gloss. Just remember that as you get older, things maybe need to change or tone them down. So if you were a fan of, you know, lots of black mascara and black eyeliner in your 20s and 30s, might be time to change it up for a warm brown mascara and eyeliner, and just try some different tips and tricks. Okay, so if you're trying to cover up rosacea, 99% of this look was about creating the base first, the skin prep. This doesn't have to be every day, but for an event makeup where you want it to last and the makeup to go on and glow like this, you have to invest in the prep. Okay, thanks so much for watching guys. I know it's not been in my usual conditions or in my usual style. It was just sort of on the hop, but I thought I'd pop it up anyway. You might like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I've got lots of new makeup coming soon. If you've got any makeup that you'd like to see me film, or any ideas going into Halloween, then please shout them out and drop a comment down below. I'd love to have some ideas to work with. Take care, hope you're enjoying August and the summer. Keep safe, wear a mask, and I will see you soon. Take care guys, bye. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Daniela_Logan_makeup, and I will see you soon. Take care, bye bye. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I know it's not been in my usual conditions or in my usual style. It was just sort of on the hop, but I thought I'd pop it up anyway. You might like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I've got lots of new makeup coming soon. If you've got any makeup that you'd like to see me film, or any ideas going into Halloween, then please shout them out and drop a comment down below. I'd love to have some ideas to work with. Take care. Hope you're enjoying August and the summer. Keep safe, wear a mask, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Daniela_Logan_makeup, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.